Swing jazz is something that I became aware of somewhere along the line, and I realized that there was more to American music than just the Delta blues and bluesmen, and I started listening to swing music of the 30s and 40s, and especially piano players, for instance, like Fats Waller. I just really wanted to be able to play guitar like Fats Waller was playing the piano, or Duke Ellington, for instance. Had a great piano style too. You don't hear it as much because he's always kind of surrounded by his band, but he had a great piano style. And so some things about the piano that are nicely put onto the guitar, and things that you hear in swing music and jazz and so forth all the time. Little chord sequences, which I kind of started to learn these little chord sequences and realized that a lot of the repertoire was made up of different combinations of these chord sequences. For instance, that's kind of a Freddy Green sort of style of rhythm playing, where Freddy Green, who played with Count Basie Orchestra, as a guitarist, really just played rhythm all the time, and he played three-note chords, as opposed to a big G chord like this. He would play a G6 maybe like this with these three fingers, and play a real percussive sort of a rhythmic style. And I guess he discovered that if you just play those few notes of the chord, they kind of punch out through the orchestra a lot better than if you play the big full chords. And so he was a master at that and had great chord movement of just 2 or 3 notes at a time that totally propelled Count Basie Orchestra, without an amplifier, I might say, for decades. And so that's one aspect of swing music that I really tried to listen to. And once I kind of got the chords down here like this, I kind of tried to start putting some fingerstyle to this, which not too many guitarists of that era were doing. But if you can play, for instance, this, you could also figure out a way to play which is the same chords, but just kind of massaging the melody a little bit on the treble strings while this chords are going on underneath. A great example of that would be Ain't Misbehavin', for instance, by Fats Waller. It's a song I've worked on a lot. And once you learn the chord changes for about 15 or so swing tunes, you really know the chord changes for a whole lot more, because a lot of the same sort of cliches would fall into swing playing for a lot of different songs. And I don't mean cliches in a bad sense. I just meant there's certain sounds that you hear over and over again in swing and jazz music. And so once you learn a bunch of songs, you've learned more than you thought, is what I found.